Alright, we don't need to do any introductions because this is the same video.
You done? So now we got Optimus. And that box is still just as dope.
Give me Megatron.
So when the police find the body and they know I had a good motive, he called Optimus Megatron.
It's mostly like... Welcome to High Anxiety. We're happy.
If you're happy and you know it. I'm sad that the corner of the box is tinted up real good.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
It's no good.
I mean, because it's such a pretty box.
It is a really good box.
And that just kind of bums me out a little bit. So these do not travel well. I will tell you that right now. Look at how disheveled it is inside. The pieces are just... Look at all the little pieces. None of these pieces are sitting where they're supposed to be. Everything just flopped around in transit. And that's fine. And one thing you'll notice is Optimus has a lot more pieces. Like a lot more pieces.
He does. Do you think that has to do with it being Chapter 1 and Chapter 2? Or just because of who he is?
No, I think it's... So they did this one a little while after the first one. And I think it was... Maybe people decided, you know... The first one did really well. Maybe we go a little more premium with the next one. But like, look at how disheveled this is.
Yeah, I don't even know where stuff goes.
Everything is everywhere.
Everything is everywhere. Yeah, I don't even know where any of
Yeah,
this
no,
goes.
it's just going to be a guess for a lot of it. So that's die-cast. And part of his leg is die-cast.
Okay.
And then he's got this... Like, that's pretty sick that it, like...
Yes.
It did, like, an amazing job.
I would agree.
It looks like he's in a sarcophagus, like he's been in a sarcophagus. Mm-hmm. Like, he's... Like, even the front, like, toes. Like, they even add an additional piece for the toes. There we go. Man, just... The quality and detail is just intense. So then we plug his toes on. The toes are die-cast. Like, he's got a lot more die-cast parts than Megatron did. Swap me.
Swami, swimmy,
Part
swami.
me.
There we go.
Yep, that was it.
Yep, that was the
so they flopped around in transit. Just amazing detail.
If I had a foot, it would be so far up your...
I feel like there's something that's supposed to be going on the back of the leg.
Yep. It's this.
Grazie.
Wow, look at that.
I know.
That's crazy.
Look at the toe, like everything, every bit of
toes?
it. There's your toes.
My toes, my toes, my rest.
Battle damage!
So good.
This guy's been in battles. I can tell because of the damage. That guy knows some maneuvers.
I don't know if I did it right.
Show me.
Is it?
Looks right to me.
Is it?
Well, maybe not.
I can't.
Give me your foot.
Look how it doesn't, like...
Yeah, give me your foot. Oh, that looks better, yeah. Everything was so flopped around in here. Trying to get that ball on there, but it wants to slip around.
This is probably the weakest thing on this. It's very, very bendy, and I'm worried it's going to break. There we go.
This is definitely the part I would consider gluing in the future. If it weren't for the fact that you kind of need a little bit of that bendiness for some of the posability.
So if it breaks, you can glue it, though, and you wouldn't be too upset.
I'd be able to live with myself. Okay, so this is a pretty important part. In the movie, we saw his chesticle open up, and that's where he keeps the Matrix. And they've been replicating that in a lot of figures since, but I'm really counting on this to be pretty dope looking inside. If I can get the chest open.
Is that the chassis?
Yeah, I would say that's the chassis, right? You can call that the chassis.
I would call it a truck.
We're going to cut that part out. So the one thing they're always missing when they do this is in the movie, so this opens up, but there's supposed to be a piece that flips up that then covers the Matrix inside of it. And they always leave that detail out. And I really wish someone, when they make one of these figures someday, will include the flap. Because the thing is, you're not supposed to be able to see the Matrix in his chest, just hanging out. And that's, yeah, see, you're not supposed to actually be able to see the Matrix. But they never, like, no figures ever include that flap. Come on, guys, get with the flap. I want my Optimus is flappable. I want my Optimus
Down with the
sizes.
flapness.
How would you say multiple Optimuses?
Optimi Prime.
Optimi?
Optimi Prime.
Optimi primes? Look at that. Look at the, it's like oil in the, like, look at the detail in the vents.
That's so much good.
It's insane. It is insane, the amount of detail.
Oh.
I always imagined like that was his like gas tanks as a kid. I was like, is that where his gas is? But one gas was energy.
I know where my gas goes.
In the air around us at all times. Your farts are like the Force.
Is this so you can like have like a shoulder thing?
So that is Megatron.
He's just got him in his hand.
Yeah. So there was an episode where Megatron let Optimus fire him. So yeah, that's Megatron.
How does it shrink?
So this is an entire thing called mass shifting. Transformers, certain ones have the ability to mass shift. Can you get his heels out so he stands up more straight? So the way that works is when they transform, they can use this mass shifting technology to compress their mass into a smaller form. Megatron does it when he turns into a gun. Soundwave does it when he turns into a boombox. The tape cassettes do it when they combine into his chest. Like, a lot of Transformers have this mass shifting technology. However, it is part of their, like, essentially anatomy. So, you know, it's something they have to have enough energy to do. And if they can't transform, they can't. And it's also why they can't just, because I used to say, like, well, if they can mass shift, why don't they just shrink down small while still being running around? But they can't do that. It's just part of their transformation ability. Look at how rounded the hands are, giving it like so much more of an actual living type appearance to it. So Optimus does not come with different faces. I was kind of hoping maybe there'd be like a battle damaged face or helmet pieces, but he does not, and that's fine. I can live with that.
Where does this go?
On the back of this. Just like that. That's what cookers you do. There you go, champ. So here he is, the leader of the Autobots, former dock worker Orion Pax, reformatted into Optimus Prime.
Sorry, what?
So his name used to be Orion Pax, and he was a dock worker. And during an attack by the Decepticons, he was injured by Megatron, and he was chosen by Alpha Trion to undergo an experimental reformatting surgery, and he was rebuilt into Optimus Prime and was given the Matrix of Leadership.
I dig it.
It was pretty dope.
Good job, Maxstrom Landrum. What was his name?
Did you just say? Who's Maxstrom Landstrom?
What did you say?
Orion Pax?
That's what I said.
That is not what you said. Is there a way to figure out how to get that gun into that hand while I do this?
Should this still be on there? The arm piece?
I don't see a way for it to come off.
I mean, I put it on.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, go for it. You go, girl.
That's weird. That'd be fine if this transformed into a little Megatron.
That'd be sick. That would be sick.
And they didn't tell anybody.
Insane.
They didn't tell anybody. It was just a little Easter egg.
A surprise. Yeah. Yeah. Now we're packing heat. So we've got our energy axe, which was only seen at that first episode that you went and saw with me at the theater. So we went for the 40th anniversary. They did the first 4 episodes of the Transformers. And they had a live script reading from the original voice actors that were still around. And it was so cool.
It was really cool.
It was a lot of fun.
I wish they would have done that for all 4 episodes, but I understand.
Yeah, sadly they only did it for 1 episode. That was kind of a bummer. Especially because they kind of marketed it like it was. I thought it was going to be more. But it was so much fun. It's crazy. Frank Welker being Fred from Scooby-Doo is also Megatron.
Yeah, the range of voice actors is really...
Everybody
really
be cool. This is a robbery.
Any one of you.
I'll execute every mother heckin' last one of you. Yay! Look at that. Look at that ab swivel and that ab crunch. Like, and then tip the head up. Oh, God. Killed me! All right, let's do a side-by-side with him and Megatron.
That is A1 tier posing.
That is top tier.
Like, there's nothing
Practically
else to
like
do.
a living artist.
Like, why would I even want to stand when I could just do that?
If we could just sculpt
So
them like this.
Good.
All right, there, side by side.
Should he be holding anything? Or is he good?
Yeah, just like that.
This is arm.
This is the way we always look at them.
We don't touch.
It's like they're practically alive.
We just look.
We just
don't
look.
touch.
Now, okay, so I got to replicate one thing. There's a current line of comics. IDW lost the licensing to Transformers. And the new comic book is absolutely amazing. And the way it's starting out immediately connecting G.I. Joe to Transformers. And it's dope. So like Megatron, when they crashed on Earth, Megatron was captured by, he was found by Cobra. And they've been like reverse engineering his tech. And Optimus and what's left of the Autobots, they're getting their asses kicked by what's left of the Decepticons. And there's this scene where Optimus's arm is gone, and he finds Megatron's arm. Damn, it doesn't work.
Really?
It does that whole.
Different size?
It's different sizes. I was really hoping we could replicate that scene.
That's crazy.
Damn, that peg is that's way thicker.
Why would they have done that?
I can't believe you've done this. I mean, I was really
crazy.
I got to admit, that was one of the big reasons why I was getting this.
Because this...
I was really hoping, because look how sick that would have looked.
But...
Like, Optimus with that arm, that would have been dope. I was honestly really counting on that as being something I could pull off. But no, they went with a different peg size for the arms. It's still fine. These guys are really cool. But I'm a little disappointed because I really wanted to replicate that scene.
But if you wanted to for photography, you could put some kind of putty around it and around the edge of it and just kind of stick it in. It would stay a little better.
Well, it's too big. Won't fit in the hole.
I was thinking reverse.
The other thing I could do is I could buy a second one and trim the peg.
Trim it down, yeah.
Or if I just decide I don't want this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I could literally just shave that peg and just have that scene. Because having him with that arm was friggin' sick looking in the comic.
That's really cool.
And Megatron's running around without arms. He has neither of his arms. It's really funny. It's really funny. But man, I really like the amount of die-cast metal. These guys are fun to just mess around with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to get some action poses going, and I'll take a lot of... Yep.
So the bases, they go wherever there's not a notch, you put it onto with the notch, and then you essentially have a grid. If they make many of them, you go just a giant grid of them having a battle. I
could see myself, if they do more of the 20-centimeter ones, I could see myself getting more. Because I think I could get a pretty wicked battle scene going, Mm-hmm. I love the fact that they've got lights in them. With Optimus, it's his gun, the magnets and you touch it to his head and it would start turning his lights on in his chest.
And it also turns the one on the gun too at the same time, so it's like a counter thing.
No, he doesn't have one on the gun, just his chest and his head. So that way the matrix lights up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. And
I'm really happy with how these guys turned out for the most part. The fact that they're not really floppy. Like, there's give to them, but it's not like the joints are not floppy. Mm-hmm. It's just you've got naturally some with like that joint, but with how heavy they are, it makes sense. Look at that. You've even got ab crunch. Like, you can got there at the waist as well.
Yeah.
Like it's really amazing the amount of work they put into these guys.
Yeah, and I'm really proud of you for buying a non-transforming transformer.
Thank you. Thank you. I think if I would only do this line though.
What do these go for? Too much.
So it's different where you buy it from. I went straight to the Yolopark website because a lot of normally I buy from Big Bad Toy Store, and like I was seeing all these stores like, oh yeah, you know we've got one but we don't have the other, and I was like, why don't I just check just the Yolopark site itself, just on a whim, you know, and yeah, Optimus was. So yeah, they're about $50 a pop on the Yolopark website.
I was thinking it was like 70.
No, you know what? Honestly, I could see them charging more for it.
Yep.
There are way less quality figures sold for more.
God,
What are you
I'm
trying
trying for this
here?
one specific pose for some reason, like where he's on the ground, like kind of like he's.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. I always like try to do it, like, but he doesn't have enough swivel.
yeah.
But I mean, but seriously, like the fact that you can do
Yes.
that is crazy.
It's
like,
insane.
You're gonna be able to get a lot of cool stuff out of this.
Absolutely. God, they just that just action, so much action pose.
I just can't imagine buying something and not posing it. I'm sorry. I'm
He gets really salty about that, but I can't. The thing is, I can't blame you. We see all these people display their action figures in stoic, like they're still in the box, like just that plain, upright.
Just raise an arm. That's all you have to do. Just like this. Just
We see so many people just display them just like that, just like that. It looks like those reaction figures. Like those just plain reaction figures.
And there's no wrong way to collect. It's fine. There are wrong ways. But like for real though, like just do us a favor.
We're right there, Ron.
Just do us a favor.
The silencer doesn't come off. That would have been cool.
The hands.
Oh, it does. Oh, I was wrong.
The hands are way better on Optimus.
You notice the quality is so much. The quality went up even higher. And here's the thing. Megatron has really good quality. But they went up even more with Optimus.
Yep.
And it makes me wonder, like, what's next? Is Bumblebee going to be, like, insane if they do a Bumblebee? I really hope they do a Starscream and a Soundwave. With these, you always end up getting a lot of Autobots, but you don't get as many Decepticons a lot of the time. I can't believe they went just as far as they did with the tiny Megatron guy. Being able to take it apart as much as you did.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's insane.
Dun, 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 dun.
Why Jurassic Park?
I don't know. It's just majestic. It's just majestic music.
I love that. And the look how shiny, even the parts that are plastic, the paint job is so shiny.
So shiny.
So shiny. I'm really happy with these. If these were not model kits, if these were just figures, just the way they are, I wouldn't have bought them. There was this series, they called them Red. It was the Red series, and it was just the Transformers in their robot forms. And they were really posable and stuff, but they just didn't look good. And they were made of this they were made of that type of plastic that rubs against itself really bad and can almost start to shred apart. And yeah, if these were just figures, I wouldn't have done it. But the fact that they're essentially model kits, I could get a lot of really cool shots of, basically them torn apart.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's going to be really cool. So I would say these are a buy. If you are even remotely apprehensive about owning a non-transforming Transformer, maybe wait till to see if these guys go on sale. I mean, they might.
And my biggest thing is photography ability, and if I was going to buy one, this is what I would buy.
Right.
I know we're different collectors, but
and that's just it. Is I want to do more photography.
Yeah.
And when I was looking at these guys, I was like, God, these guys are going to look great.
Which is why I bought this Megazord, because even though they could have done the legs way better, I just love that I'm able to just do a lot of different things with this and change the hands and all that good stuff. So
I gotta say, for the fact that Yolopark, I think Yolopark hit it out of the park. Yeah, I made that joke.
He's really good.
It's a baseball thing. I know you don't.
Swing and a
I
miss.
know you don't like sports, but it's baseball.
I play baseball.
So yeah, I'd say these are a get. I'd say these are a get if you want to get cool looking action figures that don't transform, but you want some lights. You want them to light up. You want them to look cool. Is he getting a wet willy?
Wet willy time.
Wet willy. You don't got no ears though, dude. You don't got no ears. It looks like he's tapping him on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, hey Prime, I'm over here.
Hey, can you ask your mom if you can come play?
Ask your mom if we can take the Nemesis out tonight. You gotta go pick up Elita 1 and RC. You don't get any of
I
this.
know RC.
You don't know Elita 1. You know RC?
I know Alita too.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I would say these are again.
Yeah, these are great.
These are good. I like these guys a lot.
I do.
I think $50, especially considering today's prices for everything, I think it's not bad. I don't think it's bad at all.
No, it's not bad at all.
Especially
it's like interactive, putting it together and everything
Right.
too is a big.
And they come with, like, Megatron comes with more parts for customizing. I think that's the one big trade-off is I wish Optimus came with more accessories for the body itself.
Yeah.
But I think it's all in all, it's great.
Do you think people will do upgrade kits for these at all, like add-ons or anything?
With the quality of these, I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised if someone did, like, add-ons or something.
Like you could do like a bullet hole chest or something. For
Yeah, or like do
Megatron.
like there's a scene where they play basketball. Like I think of Optimus's basketball. Yeah, I think the quality's worth it, especially for $50 pop.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it for me.
It's fine. Yeah, I would buy these. I like these.
Yeah,
I like them a lot.
yeah. So thanks, Yolopark. If you want to send us anything for free,
Please do.
please do. If you maybe just want to reach out and let us know about your next.
Yeah.
What's the next 20 centimeter one coming out?
What's the next one?
What
could it
obviously, though, like if they're going to do some of the other figures, a lot of them wouldn't be 20 centimeters. Like Bumblebee's shorter than them, so
As long as
maybe
it's to
Bumblebee
scale.
would be more like 15 centimeter or something.
And probably
But
have more accessories to it. Also,
yeah, but it would have to be a higher
Yeah.
quality than the other ones that are just 12 centimeters.
Mhm.
So yeah, Yolopark, if you just want to reach out and just be like, hey, yeah, we're making a Shockwave or something, and here's a free one. So I won't say no.
Yeah, we won't.
You
say no.
won't say
I
no.
won't say no.
So thanks, Yolopark.
Thanks for
Yeah,
watching.
just straight up, just go to Yolopark's website, and you can order them there instead of going through a third-party site.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. I'm Ty,
I'm Brandon.
and we were very anxious. Highly anxious.
Highly
even.
anxious.
You might say we have
High
high anxiety.
Yeah.
And
You might also like to
Face off.
subscribe and
Face
like
off.
the video and
face off.
goodbye.